Moving on to the next basic pattern, which is a rectangle. The first step would be to divide the entire pattern in the form of rows and columns. The second step would be to label the rows and columns. So here let us assume the input to be 3 and 4, which is number of rows is equal to 3 and number of columns is equal to 4 respectively. So this is how we label the rows and columns: R0, R1, R2 for the rows, C0, C1, C2, C3 for the different columns. Again, the important thing that we need to remember is to print any pattern which can be represented in a matrix format. We need two loops, one to travel across the rows. This is going to be the outermost loop. The other loop would be one to travel across different columns. This would be the innermost loop. Next step would be to analyze. Now here we have assumed that C is equal to 4, that is there are 4 columns and 3 rows which are represented as R0, R1, R2 and C0 to C3 respectively. The column loop should run 4 times to print 4 different columns, and the row loop should run 3 times to print 3 different rows. So this is the basic analysis which we have completed. Next part would be to describe the cell location of every star. So starting from 0, R0, C0, R0, C is 1, R is 0, C is 2, R is 0, C is 3. So on for all the 3 rows. So this will be very important when complicated patterns appear, which we'll be seeing further ahead. This is going to be the logic to print the rectangle. So the outermost row loop should run from R0 to R2 here, because the input is equal to 3. So when we start from 0, it should go all the way up to 3, but not equal to 3. So as you can see here, it is less than R. R is 3 here. So R goes from 0, 1, 2. That's it. Next, moving on to the inner column loop. C is traversing from 0. It goes all the way up to 0, 1, 2, 3. So there are 4 iterations for the inner loop and 3 iterations for the outer loop. And there is one print statement with a new line character to move on to the next row. So whenever you print the first particular row and the column loop gets terminated, it was going to execute the new line print new line character, and the iteration will start from the next row: C0, C1, C2, C3, new line, then move on to different row, print, and move on to different row, exit. So this is the complete code logic to print a rectangle pattern.